positive vibe.
Hi there, Dr. Andrea Schnowski from Freedom Chiropractic and Holistic Health and our YouTube channel, Health and Horsepower. This week, I want to talk to you a little bit more about the power of positivity. So when you have a positive mindset and you're looking on the glass full type of mentality, that's going to help to make sure that we are not only helping our mental and emotional health, but additionally, when you have a positive mindset, your body heals faster. So it can also help with pain relief. So I have 7 simple rules that can kind of help to shift your mindset so that you can positively affect your approach to life and daily challenges that happen. We have a very fast-paced world nowadays, and we can have stress from everything from our like work stress and challenges that we're facing on a daily basis between work and home and juggling schedules. We may have financial stress. We may have family stress going on. All of the challenges that we come up against on a daily basis can cause some issues where you may not necessarily have a positive outlook or a positive attitude, and that can negatively affect your health mentally, emotionally, and like I said, physically as well, because when we have a negative outlook, we are going to see delayed healing processes as well. So I'm going to share those 7 simple rules of life with you. The first one is to let it go. So we have to realize that our past is our past, is what has happened to us. It's not something we can change. So we really need to focus on, okay, things have happened. We may have had experiences in our life that taught us certain lessons that may not be true anymore. And the only thing we have control over is our reaction to situations and what we do moving forward. So you can't control other people. You can only control your reactions and your actions and how you move forward from those challenges or things that you're facing on a daily basis. Number 2, ignore them. There are some people that have a very negative outlook and always seem to find the negative approaches or the worst case scenarios and like to bring that up or like to critique everything that you do. Really, we want to make sure that we are listening to the people that bring empowerment and pride in our lives, the one that see the changes that we make and see the things that we're doing on a daily basis to put work in and to make things happen. And they are proud of us and they're empowering us and they're telling us what a difference we make. We want to keep those positive people in our life as much as possible to build ourselves up. Number 3, give it time. So you may realize this, and some of us may still be struggling with this, but healing takes time. When it comes to mental, emotional, or even physical health, healing doesn't always move where it goes literally and always improves over time. Sometimes we may have a healing process start and we see improvement. We may feel better and all of a sudden we do something that was maybe a little outside of what was normal or what our body could handle. And then we have some worsening conditions. And then we have to build out of that. And then we start some new exercises and we get soreness. And then we have to come out of that and strengthen our body and build up our muscle stamina so that we can continually move in the right direction. But just remember, you may have ups and downs. Healing is not linear. So sometimes you have to give yourself a little forgiveness and realize that you're human and realize that things take time and take lessons and there are steps to move in the right direction. But again, you might have some ups and downs as you take those steps. Number 4, you don't want to compare yourself to other people. So you have to realize that everybody has a different life experience. Everybody has learned different life lessons. Everybody has different skills. Everyone has different resources and people and support systems in their life. So just realize that when you're comparing yourself, you're comparing yourself like apples to oranges. So you have a unique set of skills and experiences than personality that make you who you are. So if you are looking at other people and you're trying to compare yourself, that may be a completely different situation that is not relevant for you. So just keep in mind, you need to keep plugging on, using your resources, using your skills, and keeping that positive mindset so that you can achieve the goals and get through every single day. Number 5, stay calm. So when it comes down to it, a lot of times we have things that happen in our life that may be stressful, that may challenge us mentally, physically, and emotionally. And a lot of times we can get emotional about those things. But keep in mind, and I know I've mentioned this in other videos, every time you get emotional, you stress your HPA axis, and more specifically your adrenal gland. So every single time you have stress, your adrenal gland releases cortisol. Cortisol is a stress hormone that actually breaks down muscle so it can work against your metabolism. It can mobilize sugar and cause your blood sugar to be higher, which can affect a lot of other health conditions. But when we have that stress hormone elevated for long periods of time due to chronic stress and chronic emotional issues, that can actually cause problems where you can see digestive issues, you can see hormone balance issues, you can see sleep issues, you can see immune system issues, you can see a lot of different factors when you are having that system chronically stressed and chronically overstimulated. So really when it comes down to it, we want to make sure we're staying calm. So on a regular basis, we need to make sure that we are taking 30 minutes to de-stress, clear our mind. So not constantly thinking scenarios and stress and lists in our mind, but actually taking the time to kind of figure out what are some things I can do on a daily basis, whether that is some deep breathing. I know me personally, typically I like to kind of activate my senses. So I like to make kind of a healthy meal or something that is like a comfort food for me to help stimulate my sense of taste. I love to burn candles and incense to give myself some smell stimulation. And a lot of times what I'll do is, because I tend to be overstimulated when it comes to stress, I tend to like to sit in a darkened room. So a lot of times I will turn the main lights off, maybe turn like a side lamp on and just relax. I might do some reading, I might watch some TV, I might just sit there and just kind of breathe and just think about the day, think about things that I'm thankful for. So staying calm can really be helpful. Another thing is really you want to focus on the fact that your future is in your hands. So don't depend on other people. Don't let other people's opinions guide you into your destiny. Know that you have the capacity to make changes that can really help you in the future to design the life that you want and really create and craft your own destiny by pursuing the things that you love, pursuing the things that bring happiness into your life and joy in your life, and focusing on bringing those in as much as possible. And number 7 is smile. So I know sometimes we don't like to necessarily, we don't have to have a smile because we know it's okay sometimes to not feel okay, but we want to be able to embrace happiness and joy. So on a daily basis, when those little things happen, those little micro joys that come up, you want to be able to smile and really kind of memorize those things that bring good feelings in your life and bring joys in your life, because truthfully, when it comes down to it, that positive mindset and the smile and the happiness is going to help to reinforce the positive things in your life rather than focusing on the negative. Because when it comes down to it, when we have something negative happen, typically it takes 10 positive actions and experiences to counteract that. So make sure as much as possible you are focusing on the positive, focusing on happiness, focusing on getting the people around you that empower you, and really just focusing on the fact that you are in control of your destiny, you're in control of your emotions, you're in control of the things that bring you happiness, and you can bring more of those in your life as much as possible. We'll see you again next week.
Positive vibe.